Okay, this is the math review for introductory physics, and I want to do a little bit more right triangle trigonometry. So using SOHCAHTOA. Suppose we have a triangle and we know one of the sides, and we know an angle, and we want to find one of the other sides. So this is the perfect place to use SOHCAHTOA. Now you have to figure out what we want to use, the sine, the cosine, or the tangent. So we have our angle. It is a right triangle, should always check that. We have the hypotenuse, that's 2. And then we have this side here, that would be the opposite side. So let's think here, SOHCAHTOA. Well, sine is opposite over hypotenuse, so that works. So the sine of 35 degrees is, according to SOHCAHTOA, so here I'll write that in here, SOHCAHTOA, and we're using the so part of it, is opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite is x, hypotenuse is 2. Now I can multiply both sides by 2, and I'll get 2 times the sine of 35 degrees equals x. And now you can just type this into your calculator. Be careful, make sure your calculator is in degree mode, not radian mode. If you type it in, you should get x equal to 1.147, and that's in degree mode. Okay, let's look at another example. Here's another triangle. This triangle now has the hypotenuse again, except now we have not the opposite side, but the adjacent side. And of course it is a right triangle, should always check that. Okay, so if we look at SOHCAHTOA, we want to look for the hypotenuse and the adjacent. That looks like the part of SOHCAHTOA. So the cosine of 20 degrees is the adjacent, that's m, over the hypotenuse, that's 5. And now I can multiply both sides by 5. So I get 5 times the cosine of 20 degrees equals m. And then again, you can type this into a calculator. Make sure your calculator is in degree mode. And if you do, you should get m equal to 4.698. Okay, one more example. Here's one more triangle. This time we have, it is a right triangle. We have the opposite side and the adjacent side. We don't have the hypotenuse. Okay, so if we look at SOHCAHTOA, and we want to know what we can use that has the opposite and the adjacent, that would be the TOA part, so we're going to be using tangent. Okay, so the tangent of 40 degrees is, and it's opposite over adjacent, so that's 3 divided by y. Okay, so I can multiply both sides by y, and I get y times the tangent of 40 degrees equals 3. And then I can divide both sides by the tangent of 40 to get y by itself. So y is 3 divided by the tangent of 40 degrees. Okay. And now I can type this into the calculator. Again, make sure you're in degree mode. And if you do this, you should get 3.575.